Boa noite, sejam bem-vindos ao bate-papo com Thomas Castets. Ele é o fundador do Gate Surfers e o produtor do álbum Inelaniap, que é o documentário que foi exibido nas duas salas agora.
Hello everybody, thanks for being here. Well, before you think of any questions, I just want to say that this film has been made with the help of about 65 people who all worked voluntarily on the film. So it's me here tonight, but there's many other people that worked on the film. And also we raised some money through Kickstarter. We did a crowdfunding campaign, so it's all the members of the website, but also the friends, the supporters of the idea, and the surfers and the gay community who gave money for us to be able to make this film. So yeah, I just wanted to acknowledge that. Does anyone have any questions?
Boa noite, parabéns pelo filme. Eu queria só fazer um comentário bem rápido. Quando eu tinha 19 anos, eu tinha um personagem que eu desenhava, vendia desenho, e era surfista, chamava Surfista da Atalaia, porque é uma praia lá da minha cidade, em Itajaí, Santa Catarina. Eu sou de lá. E eu me lembro que, na época, alguns amigos diziam: nossa, que personagem é meio gay, e começavam a falar que ele era gay. E ele realmente era gay, só que eu não assumia, na época eu não era assumido, e também não tinha o intuito de que o personagem fosse gay, mas todas as tirinhas que eu fazia no jornal realmente tinham um cunho gay, porque eu era gay. Ele era um pouco autobiográfico. E agora, depois do Facebook, eu tinha deixado ele um pouco abandonado lá, agora eu tenho todas as tirinhas guardadas e tal. E agora com o seu filme me inspirou, que eu estou querendo agora, trazer ele para a internet, pro Facebook, e começar a viver realmente a sexualidade dele que estava reprimida quando eu tinha 19 anos. Me inspirou a continuar o Surfista da Atalaia, só que agora ele com as aventuras gay. E eu acho que eu vou fazer isso. E parabéns, porque esse filme me inspirou.
That's amazing. Thanks for sharing that story.
Eu surfava quando eu tinha 19 anos. Meu tio, irmão do meu padrasto, me ensinou, e inclusive eu tinha um casinho. Só que minha mãe não sei ensinar. O meu tio, ele era um pouco mais velho que eu, mas assim, a gente tinha um relacionamento, o irmão do meu padrasto, e ele me ensinou a surfar. Então era super legal, porque ele tinha uma namorada e a gente não assumia pra ninguém, mas era ótimo. Então eu...
Okay, I'll just leave some business cards here. Maybe we can keep this conversation privately.
Yeah.
After. Does anyone else have a question?
Hi, my name is Davidson. For how long does the community exist, and what kind of participation you have here in Brazil from surfers from Brazil? And if you have already noticed any changes with the sponsors or with the athletes about the behavior of the community itself? In Brazil, there are many members. Sorry, the first question was we started the community gaysurfers.net in 2010. There are maybe 1,000 members in Brazil, which is big because there's 5,000 or 6,000 members in the world. There's 1,000 in Brazil. The thing is that when we started to do the film and travel to meet the gay surfers, we reached out on the website to look for gay surfers to tell their stories, and many people answered in America, in Australia, in Hawaii, in Mexico, but in Brazil and in Europe, very few people accepted to talk. We had many people offering to help to film, to hold the camera, and sound recorders and graphic designers and many people, but not many who wanted to tell a story, or not many that had an interesting story to tell. And this is my first time in Brazil, and the film is only just started, so I have not noticed any change, but I hope to be coming back and maybe explore deeper the issue in Brazil, which I believe may be different from the rest of the world. I believe Brazil is quite a liberated country, but it's also conservative. There's lots of paradigm that makes the issue maybe more difficult than in other countries. I don't know. I would like to explore and ask people.
Hi Thomas, my name is Haile, and first congratulations for the movie. And I'd like to ask you, it was a big step what you did, and during your research, did you meet any transgender or transsexual students? And if you did, why aren't they in the movie?
Very good question. Out of 6,000 gay surfers, we met through the website 3 transgender person, and they are fascinating stories. Not only because they're very unique, but also because they are shapers. One has a surf school in New York. One is a shaper in the south of America, and there's 2 in Australia. Also have an amazing story. We wondered whether we should have them in the film, of course, but then we had so much interview. In the film there's only there's 16 people, which is already a lot for a documentary, and we had to stick to the strict minimum and what was common to all the stories. And already the stories for men and women are very different. You've seen women struggle for sponsorship, for being a woman in the surf. It's already being a minority. Men, there hasn't been any openly men surfer. So that was already very complex to have men and women. So homosexuality was our main subject, and unfortunately we couldn't fit any other subjects, but I think it would make an excellent other documentary.
Existe uma diferença entre identidade sexual e sexualidade. E eu vi no filme as pessoas falando que nunca haviam encontrado um surfista gay, e eu tenho pessoas da minha família ligadas ao surf, e eu sempre ouvi que dentro do surf, de uma maneira assim muito escondida, rolavam as coisas, né? Assim como no futebol. E isso me surpreendeu, porque eu vi vários relatos, né? Eu vivi a vida inteira, eu nunca conheci um surfista gay. Eu queria entender, talvez essa seja a diferença do Brasil para alguns outros países, porque aqui a questão da identidade sexual e da sexualidade era muito separada. A maneira como a gente se pensa é assim. Então, assim, eu queria saber de você e das pessoas que você conhece, se quando diz assim, eu nunca tinha conhecido um surfista gay, eu nunca tinha conhecido alguém que fosse surfista e que eu transasse ou que gostasse de fazer sexo com pessoas do mesmo sexo, ou se ele se referia à questão de identidade sexual. Entendeu?
It's a good question, but I don't think I can answer it, because unfortunately the people who have accepted to talk with us, they are openly gay. So we couldn't find people who are not out to talk about what you describe as, maybe having sex with other same-sex partner and not acknowledging it.
But yourself, talk about yourself. When you found that you were homosexual, in the group that you were a part of, did you found anyone that you could have some kind of relationship?
Yes.
Yes.
No, I guess maybe what you want to talk about is the fact that surfing, half of the men are half naked, beautiful bodies, in the sun. There's definitely the fantasy of the surfer, and it's a very big part of gay culture, surf culture. And probably, you know that there's a song from Willie Nelson that says, cowboys are secretly fond of each other. You know this? You know, cowboys with their big hats and their tight pants, and you know, they're not gay, but you know, of course there is a mutual respect, attraction, that is never spoken of, and that's a taboo. And I'm sure that exists in surfing now. I mean, I'm not an expert, I don't know how to describe it.
Eu gostei muito do documentário, obrigado por ter trazido para o Brasil.
Thank you.
Eu gostaria de saber, eu sempre achei o surf uma atividade muito livre, né? Muito aberta, assim, por ser tão livre, eu nunca imaginei nas dificuldades que um surfista gay teria de se assumir. Essa dificuldade vem propositalmente, vem particularmente por conta de patrocínio, ou você acha que é por um motivo mais social? Porque sempre entre os surfistas você vê muita amizade, é sempre muito friendly, open friendly, né? Como eles costumam falar. Só que seria essa dificuldade de se assumir como gay, seria mais por conta da sociedade em si mesmo, por conta de patrocínio, ou existem regras dentro da comunidade, dentro entre os surfistas que ativam mais esse preconceito? Eles têm essa pouca aceitação realmente?
I just, for the first part of the question, I just want to say that surfing, I think when it started in the 60s and the 70s, it was very liberal. It was the notion of freedom. People were sleeping in their cars. They were on a margin of society. But now, the media and the brands have created a stereotype that you see in the magazines and the film, that you know the stereotypical surfer is blonde, Australian or American, is heterosexual, he dresses a certain way. And I think a lot of people who do surf, they are locked in that stereotype. And whenever they diverge from that stereotype, they may feel excluded. And you know, there is examples in surfing. I don't know if you're very familiar with this, but there's been accusation of the ASP boycotting Brazilian or black surfers and judging them differently, and also sexuality. And yeah, so just to summarize, surfing was a sport of freedom, but I think it's become very conservative. We have a Facebook out in the lineup. We also, you can send a link to your friends outinthelineup.com to watch the film and stay in touch with us for further screenings and DVD and online, iTunes and everything.
Obrigado e boa noite.